Ngon bà nữa. Okay.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the...
That's Bernardo Silva! He scores!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now he's off and running. It's just beyond his reach. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Palhinha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Olise. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? No mistake!
Yes.
And the lead lost, no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
France grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
And blue.
Diogo Dalot.
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Saliba gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kante. That's a sharp pass. Cristiano goes in for the header. Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, nicely intercepted. Koundé, aim forwards. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cleared without complication. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Olise. Now it's Thuram. This might spell danger. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bruno Fernandes. He won't be happy with that one. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now, this could be a chance.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Colomwani, who does have an assist to his name. And that has left him in a heap. Well read, nice interception. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Joao Felix. Decent progress down the left. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's seen that early. He's a certain sixth sense. Thuram. No way through. Bernardo Silva has found the net here, of course. And that'll be the final action of the first half. France come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
France leading by one in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Colomwani. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's bustling through here. They're urging him. He's had a hit! It's there! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Diogo Dallo calmly anticipates. João Palhinha.
France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 17.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Mbappe. That looks a good ball through. And that has been cleared. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Hits one! And now the breakaway. And it's Conte. In once more. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
No, that was never going to make it. And they've switched it over to the other side. He's played him through. Upamecano gets it clear. Now it's Bernardo Silva. So what can they make of this? Well timed, excellent interception. João Palhinha. And he has been fouled there.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 6. Número 8.
Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo has been caught there, it's a foul.
Número 15. Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit.
E vai entrar para o seu lugar.
Ruben Neves! Samba will lay claim to that. Thuram looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Trincao. Driving forward. Kolomuani. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's burst through. And he'll shoot here. Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead is 3. It is surely done. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Mbappe touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. That's good running with the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Olise. He gets big. Sticks it away. Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
His delight's very short-lived. The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Header! This time, surely!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Okay, interesting. Olise. No goals as yet. Back into the middle. That is a great ball. Olise cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Nico Williams is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Now Fabian Ruiz. Morata. Olise.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Merino. Fabian Ruiz.
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's Fabian Ruiz. Oyarzabal! Dembele. And it's Morata.
Fabian Ruiz.
Olise. Dembele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a sharp pass.
Merino.
And it's Dembele. Now it's Thuram. Oh, they could break here. Fabian Ruiz strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Threads one in. Dembele. Neither side giving way. It has been tight.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Thuram. Mbappe! Nico Williams.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Hernandez cuts it out. He's gone forward. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Dembele. Nico Williams. And he's intervened well there. Koundé gets across. And we've reached half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. France head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started. It's Dembele!
Fabian Ruiz.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mikel Oyarzabal.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Nico Williams. Looking for the runner. Fabian Ruiz. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Danny Vivian. Pedri. For Merino. Dembele. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Gently done. Morata. Spain have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Spain with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, he's bustling through, and the shot! And here's the chance to counter. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Conte. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 7, Morata.
Merino.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10,
Played it
el
back.
dorsal 25.
He won't be happy with that one. Has a look and plays it forward. Danny Vivian makes the interception. Danny Olmo. Joselu. And that is expertly dealt with. Danny Olmo. And here's Joselu. Big chance! And intercepts there! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. Chouameni cuts out the pass.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And they can counter here. Now it's Perez. And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams proves just a little bit too strong. Danny Olmo. Spain looking to pass their way through. Danny Olmo.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Now the finish! Yes, he's done it!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
En el minuto 88, el dorsal 7. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 16.
Lấy đi đăng ký thì mới nó tin tưởng hơn đấy.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes. All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Chance! Joselu! Brilliant! And that may just do it!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Spain take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising confidence.
And the shots! He's delivered all right! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this... Now the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Mbappe. Always onto this. And he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's been cut out, well played. The ball has bounced loose now. Chance here to counter. Oyarzabal. He's through here. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Opts to play it back. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Danny Vivian promptly onto that, and that is that. Oyarzabal. Oh, it's Fabian Ruiz. And he's surging through. Good read, needed to be. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Petri. And now they can clear their lines. And that's a throw-in. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Olise.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's away! Real shot at goal! They did it! Spain are all square! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Spain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pedri. Nice interception, well timed. Just eases him off the ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Koundé gets a foot in here, and it's played forward. Fabian Ruiz! Fabian Ruiz! And he's following up! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
He's going to be disappointed with that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Colomouani. Olise. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Pedri. Nice bit of trickery. Olise. Merino. Thuram. And the pass is intercepted. Oyarzabal. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Colomouani. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Morata. And it's Morata! They've scored! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise. Well, and we hit half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Olise. And here's Thuram. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chouameni.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Fabian Ruiz is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's being shifted off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe! Mbappe! Great chance! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Could move up a gear here. And back to the keeper they go.
France may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Pedri.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
It's Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Can he finish? He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, this is a great position. Merino gets a good foot in there. Mbappe. Thuram looking to run onto it. Cleared away. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Conte. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 7, Morata, el dorsal 21. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 25, el dorsal 26.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Perez. Joselu.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tries a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Dani Olmo looking to get on the end of this. Camavinga. Elise. Danny Vivian cuts out the pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. He has found the way through. Joselu. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's...
He's had a hit! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off. And for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Olise. Perez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mbappe. Upamecano. Hosselu. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. France played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. That is good alertness. Dani Olmo. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Morata. And he's got the beating of his man. Fabian Ruiz! Pulls it. Oh, he's terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, but the two that closed them down merit the praise of a job well done.
Thuram. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. That's really well manoeuvred. He's found the way through. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Thuram. Well timed, excellent interception. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Now it's Thuram. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's gone out for a throw-in. Upamecano, Dani Olmo wins the duel this time. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Now it's Thuram. He's in plenty of space here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedri concedes a free kick for that.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Fabian Ruiz.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Fabian Ruiz. Williams. Half-time getting close now. Fabian Ruiz just eases him off the ball. Fabian Ruiz really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Forwards and with intent. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Conte.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Driving forward. Now it's Dani Olmo. And we hit half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, hot. Spain have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Dani Olmo could move up a gear here. And he was alert to it. And Here's Nico Williams. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Olise. Here's Chouameni. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Morata! Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. That has been cut short. Pedri. And here's Dani Olmo. He's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Morata. Oh, good ball. Olise. Has a look and plays it forward. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Olise. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face. Decent hit! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Morata. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 25, el dorsal 17, el dorsal 21.
And now they can spring out of defence. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Dembele engages and forces him off the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pass is just off target.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 6 será sustituido por el dorsal 18.
Pedri. Joselu. Real chance! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
And he's managed to gift it back. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's a nicely measured pass.
Spain probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he's picked out the run. Face to... It's Hosselu! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely.
Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Spain could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Good spot, he's seen the run. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's got away. This is promising. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And the lead in... That's that, the end. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Vinicius Junior.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He's trying the shot. Decent hit from there. Nico Williams. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played out to the right. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Goulart does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. That's a little off target. Fabian Ruiz with the slide tackle there. Still goalless. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Morata. Oh, good ball! Nico Williams showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's beautifully weighted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Nico Williams. Oh, that looks a good ball through.
Yeah, this kind of bold run.
Up he goes! Goal! Spain! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. This is the time you need that pace.
Nico Williams. Morata. Williams. Foot in. Goulart. Oh, some tackle that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Decent hit! Goal! Looks offside, I think. Yup, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, can he finish? They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He has found the way through. Can he finish? It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And here's Morata. Now that's well seen too. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Gently done. And through to the goalkeeper. And it's half-time here. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these...
Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Spain take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rodrigo. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's had a hit! Madrid with the corner. They're first. This time, surely! It's in! Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Madrid needing a change of fortune here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rodrigo. He's in a good position. Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alexander-Arnold actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 25, el dorsal 10.
Mikel Merino attempts a clearance.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hosselu.
That's going in strongly.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No way through. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that...
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
It's Joselu! Goal! Spain! And they're back in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain get themselves into the lead.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Joselu. Pedri. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, super find. Joselu! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's nice. There will be a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 20 será reemplazado por el dorsal 22.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he's there to clear it. And it's Modric. Al-Kubasi tries to clear. Another big chance that gets away.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Al-Kubasi can get it clear. Lucas Vazquez, brilliantly cut out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Picked out brilliantly. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. The changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Pau Torres. Well, they could break here. Great ball if he can get there. Pass is just off target. Modric. And back out it comes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's the chance to counter. Throw in. And he's had it nicked away. Eder Militao. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Nico Williams. Oh, that's a key interception. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. That is Conte. And here's Thuram. Nice interception, well timed. Can he finish? Goal, France!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
France have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's through here. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Hosselu. Konate spots it and intercepts. Camavinga works it forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's been shifted off it. Perez. Nico Williams.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Perez. Conte looking to add to his goal. Oyarzabal. Hosselu. Now it's Perez. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And this, an opportunity to pull level. Great chance here from position A1. Oyarzabal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Looking for the run. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it can happen. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides.
It's Hosselu! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh. And again! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Zubimendi picks it up from the goal kick. Good spot, he's seen the run. Chouameni. Camavinga.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Oh, that's well spotted. Chouameni. Olise. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Heads it! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. France glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but you have to say things could have been very different. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. France head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, that one's going nowhere. Well, he can only improve on that one next time. Ah, he's given it away. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Thuram. Brilliantly cut out. Chouameni. Oh, easy pickings there. Nico Williams. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Samba gets it clear. Oh, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Williams. Hosselu. Williams. Oh, important interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high.
Now the finish! Oh, it's come loose. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Thuram proving a very... Williams! It's a loose ball.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 26, el dorsal 25 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, Morata, el dorsal 10.
Kante is there to
La
clear.
asistencia a este partido asciende a 71.550.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Spain
11
making consecutive
será
changes
reemplazado
here.
por
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
That has been cut short. Dani Olmo. Oyarzábal has created one goal already. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. Pedri. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Spain are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's Morata! Just off target. Dani Olmo.
Look, it's a run defence is this like, but the timing has to be spot on.
Now it's Dani Olmo. He's had a hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Morata. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Thuram.
That's going in strongly.
Oyarthabal. Now it's Dani Olmo. Conte. Thuram. And he was quick to react. Back into the middle. No, that's been intercepted. Deftly away.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 21, el dorsal 18 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 8.
Aimed beyond the defence. Spain have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Fabian Ruiz. Rabiot. France close now to seeing this one through to the end.
France probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Barcola. Barcola proves just a little bit too strong. Fofana.
Habrá 3 minutos de
Deflected
descanso.
behind for a corner kick. France have their second corner now. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He won't be happy with that one. Moved on forwards. Saliba makes the interception. Rabiot. No, that was never going to make it. Pau Torres. And the finish! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Hoy se enfrentan
My name's
España
Peter Drury, and
y
here's my
Francia.
co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing... Morata! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Backward it goes. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a throw. Spain looking to pass their way through. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That's headed upfield. And he's picked out the
Oh,
run.
really well played.
Fabian Ruiz. Morata. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he was alert to it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thuram. Conte. And that's gone loose. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, strongly challenged there. Camavinga. Nkunku. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Camavinga, and there's his chance to lead the counter. That has been cut short. Mbappe. He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
That is Conte. Morata. And that is as far as they're going to go. Chance here to counter. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Thuram. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nico Williams. It's a sweet ball, that. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found a way through. Now that's well seen too. Conte. He's in a good position here. And the finish!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Nkunku. Pedro Porro. Here's Oyarzabal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nico Williams. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's found a way through. And reclaimed it. Pedri! And the half-time whistle goes. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet... Can he finish?
Oh, the ball's run loose.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Fabian Ruiz! Camavinga could move up a gear here. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Thuram. Nkunku. Big chance! Decent enough try.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
In with the challenge. Nkunku. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Just off target.
Camavinga did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Pedri. And it's Morata. Fabian Ruiz. Morata. Look at the... Morata! Sticks it away! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
France still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And here's Morata.
Morata really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Upamecano. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more... Great hit! Oyarzabal absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And they can counter here. Oh, that was vital. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Morata. El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 25. El dorsal 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Danny Vivian getting this one clear. Oh, smashing header! They've scored! France are back on level terms. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Olise. Danny Olmo. He's through here. Hosselu ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rabiot. Rabiot showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tedri was steaming forward. Perez. Well read, and the danger is averted.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Se abren 2 horas antes de cada partido para su comodidad. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11. El
So our
dorsal
quest
3,
to find the winner
el
continues.
dorsal 18, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9.
The pass is intercepted.
El dorsal 16. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 22.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Up he goes! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Cambio de jugadores.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination. And
Mbappe! Merino.
they want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a goal kick. Iñak calmly anticipates. Zaragoza played with finesse, and he was quick to react. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Danny Olmo. Oh, played right into his path. That is good alertness. Zaragoza. Joselu. And here's Perez. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And we are already back underway. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. France can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Barcola. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's Rabiot.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Can he latch on to this? Pedro Porro is there, and he can get that clear. Zaragoza running with the ball. France are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
You can run onto that.
Spain can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Danny Olmo. Oh, that's well spotted. Elise.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Saliba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. And the counter is on. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Pedri. Oh, good ball. And that's definitely not his best. Gently done. The most accurate pass. Upamecano cuts it out. Nico Williams. Williams. It's Williams! Goal! Spain! There is the breakthrough. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Mbappe. Nkunku. Oh, good ball. Can he put it away? He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Danny Vivian kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe, he's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! He scores! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And he's had it nicked away. Jeremy Pino. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nkunku. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nkunku climbs up big. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nkunku. Pedri makes the interception. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, that's well spotted. Jeremy Pino. Now it's Pedri. Nkunku. And here's Thuram. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Looking understandably energised after his goal. He's a sharp little ball here. Koundé. Nkunku.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold it. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
France just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
And here's Mbappe. Nkunku. Nkunku really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good-looking ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Jeremy Pino. So, what can they make of this? Big chance! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. Oh. And it's half-time here. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
It is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. And we are already promptly back underway.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tchouameni gets a foot in here. More and more pressure on the ball here. Barcola. Camavinga. Some really good ball movement. Spain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he was quick to react. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
La asistencia a este partido
Now it's
asciende
Morata.
a 71.550 espectadores.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Tchouameni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shot could be on. Cleared without hesitation.
France showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 11 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, el dorsal 25.
And we have our very first corner. France given an honour. This is their second corner of the game. Terrific header! They've scored! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Quite a... And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
Morata certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Morata será sustituido por el dorsal 21.
Dembele chasing after it. Dembele gets across and deals with it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Heads it! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
el dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16, el dorsal 18.
And he's taking no chances there. And the keeper beats it away. Well, there's the clearance. That's the throw. Oyarthabal. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Subimendi. Mikel Oyarthabal. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No way through. Cucurella. Oyarthabal.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Dembele, and the pass is intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Jeremy Pino. Oyarthabal. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Zubimendi. And here's Hosselu. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Oyarthabal. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Danny Vivian calmly anticipates. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 24.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Cambio de jugadores.
Rabiot. Oh, that's a key interception. Oyarthabal. And here's Hosselu. That's very neat. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's trying the shot. Spain have their second corner now. They've played it short. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, another set play. Oh, smashing header! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Spain go into the lead.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yamal, and here's Joselu. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Rabiot, and they're quick to press.
Sorry.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Quality ball. Danny Vivian kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Mbappe. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Habrá un minuto de
No, that
descuento.
was never going to make it. Now he's off and running. Strong running down that left flank. That's it for the first period of extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? The hostilities have already resumed. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Saliba. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Colomwani! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone backward here. Now, this could be a chance. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. And it's Dembele. Joselu hurtling down that right flank. Oyarzabal. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! Conte.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He's in plenty of space here.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And he was alert to it. And that is that. France were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, But these players have got what it takes to come back from this.